And a very good Tuesday morning, the 16th of July, 2019, to each and every one of you. My name is Jewel. This is J7409 Weather, with the weather that you need to know for today going on around all of us. Thank you so much for joining us. If it's your first time here and you're into the weather, please don't forget to subscribe and click the bell. Also, if you have any weather-related pictures you would like to send to share with us, click Show More down below the video. Scroll down, you'll find an email address to send it to. Here we have the GFS map, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. I'm going to turn it on this morning and let you know what's happening. Now, Barry now is a post-tropical cyclone. It's going to continue to be a flooding threat as it moves northeastward through parts of the middle Mississippi and Ohio valleys. And it's going to produce some of those heavy training rainfall areas. Okay, these storms are going to train behind each other. Today we do have a moderate risk of some excessive rainfall and flash flooding. That is a possibility for different portions of Arkansas, northern Mississippi, and far southwestern Tennessee, as this band of heavy thunderstorms is forecast to repeat over the same area over and over at times. We got a slight risk of excessive rainfall that stretches northward into portions of the Ohio Valley, and a couple of brief tornadoes are also possible today, folks, and the risk of flash flooding is going to shift eastward tomorrow with a slight risk of excessive rainfall stretching from the Tennessee Valley to eastern portions of the Ohio Valley and the northern mid-Atlantic. Yesterday, with severe weather in general, I said that and showed you guys that portions of Wisconsin could have some bad weather. Well, it looks like Rice Lake in that area, they did have some storm damage yesterday, and they had some flooding off and on, flash flooding in places. So be aware of your skies in case some of these storms build up. They could produce tornadoes. Now we got a frontal system. This forecast to stall across the north central U.S. as an upper level impulse passes on through, which is going to lead to scattered thunderstorms. We got a risk of some severe weather in place for the northern plains today, with locally heavy rain possible as well. And by tomorrow, we have a risk of some severe weather and excessive rainfall and possibly flash flooding for the Midwest, with flash flooding chances stretching into the upper Great Lakes region. Now, scattered showers and thunderstorms are also possible farther south in the central southern Rockies and high plains, mainly in the afternoon and evening. So far as the temperatures go, they're going to be generally at or above average all the way through tomorrow, with the exception of the northwest behind a cold front. Now, this is where Barry is affecting. Now, we got at least one more hot day that is expected for southwest today, where excessive heat warnings are in effect. At my house, it should be like, I believe, in the very upper 90s, around 98 and 99. It should feel like it's 107. Now, the heat will begin building in the central plains to middle Mississippi Valley, where high temperatures of 10 to 15 degrees above average are forecast by tomorrow, and excessive heat watch is in place. Heat advisories are in effect for portions of the southern plains and the Carolinas. Now, looking at the categorical outlook map for the severe weather today, you can see it's looking like portions of Montana, South Dakota, maybe North Dakota, but mostly South Dakota, portions of Wyoming and Nebraska. You have the highest chance, and then it eases on out, as you can see, to the darker green. And the darker green also is in this path here, where Barry is taking up here, where you can have some severe outbreaks if one of these storms come your way that's in the training effect of the rain clouds and showers that are in Barry at this time. Barry's a little or nothing. I'll show them to you in just a moment. But, my friends, anywhere in the green, I don't care what color it is. It can be light, dark, or even this yellow. But the light and the dark green, anywhere you see in the green, you could have a chance of some severe weather to break out. So please keep that in mind. So far as tornadoes, the tornado threats are mainly up in the area of Wyoming, Montana, South Dakota, and a little bit of Nebraska. All of this area right in here, your wind may pick up at times. You could have a little bit of wind and hail also if you have some of these storms that make up. And for those of you that are still keeping up with Barry, he's just a great big rain cloud right now. A little bit of wind, nothing much at all. Here he is. It's just remnants of Barry. The winds are only 15 miles per hour. The minimum central pressure is 1,011 millibars, and it's at 37.8 north and 92.3 west. It's moving northeast at a fairly good clip now, 14 miles per hour. It is going to bring rain up in these areas. It still has some rain bands in it that have right much convection in them, so this rain is coming. So all the areas that I've just told you about, be aware of that, okay? So far as anything else going on, this is set on 5 days. As you can see, there's nothing out here. Now, remember I told you the first system that was there I didn't think was going to make up, but I said there could be a possibility of another system coming behind it. Well, that still might happen, but even if it does make up, right now it's looking like it won't make up, but if it does, I'll be sure and get it out for you. Now, over in the Eastern Pacific this morning, this is set on 5 days. Of course, I want you to see this and be aware it is a tropical wave. It's about a couple of 100 miles south of Guatemala, and it's producing disorganized cloudiness and showers. Now, the environmental conditions are forecast to become conducive for gradual development later this week of this system, and a tropical depression could form by the weekend. The disturbance is forecast to move westward to west-northwestward at 10 to 15 miles per hour, and that's well south of the coast of Mexico. In the next couple of days, 0. Next 5 days, it does have a 40% chance of forming.